channel for some more Escape from Tarkov. So, last video I talked about building efficient kits that have some armor, medication, and are able to kill players with class 5 armor. Today, I'm going to be taking out one of those kits and going rags to riches. It isn't going to be a heavily PvP focused video, it's just going to be showing you guys my first couple raids using a 200k kit and seeing what I can create and what I end up with. So that being said, I recommend going and watching my last video first. It is very relevant to what I'm doing right now. But for those that have watched it, I'm running the base 90 kit setup with an ADAR with M995 with the Prism 2.5x scope. With that being said, let's jump into some of this action. This is the Prism 2.5 sight. Nothing good. Really hoping for that antique book or something. Okay, that's in town. Go take a look and see what's going on over there. We try to move up to the hill to the left. Oh. He's got a big ass backpack too. Oh no, maybe not. Is that just a duffel bag? Could just be a duffel. Hey, it's better than nothing. Also, a really good thing about this this setup, this 90k base setup, is you're using gear that typically people don't like to take. Unless they're really low gear. This body armor is typically not taken. And the helmet as well is typically not taken. Because it's got really bad single slots like resale value. So if you insure them, which is dirt cheap, if you're somebody who dies a lot, it might be one of the best options for you. MP153. Mosin PU. Take that. Take the ammo. And also take the PU scope off the gun. I mean, I could take the helmet with me as well, just for now. But hopefully I'll find something better to replace it with. Now, because I spawned in at Road to Customs and made my way to the tunnel, by the time I got into that area, there was a surprising lack of loot. So I really only took what I was able to find from those bodies and sell them. But that was still around like 40 to 50,000 rubles, which is enough for a little bit more ammunition, but mainly a brand new suppressor. Now, the NT4 suppressor can be purchased for much cheaper than you could buy it from Peacekeeper from the flea market because it's a fairly common spawn in military containers. So when people do their loot runs, they are going to be putting it up on the flea market for more than they would get from selling it to Skier. So definitely keep your eye on those if you're considering doing this ADAR. Okay. Bigger backpack. Wilston's. Oh! Yo, key card. All right. Someone is around Kibba right now. Might be able to get an angle on him. Guy's dead. See, that suppressor makes such a big difference. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, but I forgot that the NT is cheaper. I should probably go for that because it's better. I forgot to check flea market prices for stuff like that. Oh god, I gotta kill scavs. Oh no. I'm gonna break off. I'm gonna break away. You guys are screaming at me through walls right now. I don't want to die like the first time. I kind of want to go and attack that and loot that guy. Yeah, the NT4 suppressor. You can pick them up on the flea market for sometimes like 29,000 rubles because they're always on labs. It's a very, it sells really well. Yeah. I don't want to die from getting locked on. More money, more problems. Yeah, this one was like 45k. Yeah, they're pretty common in weapon crates. Yeah. He's right behind those boxes. Oh, he's wearing the fleece hat. No, this is not hardcore. No, I'm just doing like low budget kits. Seeing what I can make with 200,000 rubles. Base. Yep. Okay. Alright, we could get a little ballsy with this and see if we can actually... Oh. Okay. I was gonna see if we can go into Kibba. Okie dokie. Let's see what we get. Valmag. Okay. Nope. 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 Oh, that's okay. Take that. Yes. Okay. No MP5. Okay. Take this. And I don't think... Is there any armor? Nope, let's go. Yeah, really bad Kibba. Maybe that's one of the reasons why nobody looted it. Bum, 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 bum. I'm not gonna loot the box. I'm good. I'm gonna leave. No, I'm not gonna hit the containers. We're good. These scav shotguns, though. Imagine shotguns were as powerful for PMCs as they were for scavs. I swear those scavs are still using alpha shotguns. Bum, 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 bum. All right, now that we survived a pretty good interchange raid, coming out with a little bit of kibble loot and also 2 labs keys, the next obvious step is to go to Terragroup Labs. Now, I think the suppressor always makes a massive difference, so after your first raid, you should always go and try to get one for whatever weapon that you use if it's actually possible. Especially if you play solo, I think suppressors will help you out a lot because it's going to make it more difficult for your enemies to hear your shots and pinpoint your position. Not necessarily about being completely silent, because most suppressors can be heard from a pretty big distance away. They just won't know exactly where they're coming from. But it's time to upgrade this ADAR, and I'm going to turn this into an M4 by buying an M4 low receiver on the flea market. I'm going to exchange most of the attachments, but we're also going to be building this into a desert M4, like a tactical desert M4. So we got the lower receiver, the MUR upper, which I've received from my raid. I'm going to be replacing the suppressor with an NT4, and I'm also going to be buying a better buttstock, the MOE with the rubber butt pad, as well as the advanced buffer tube for mechanic. And on the rail, I typically go with Daniel Defense purely because I like the aesthetic, but I sometimes will go like Daniel Defense and then a foregrip that is maybe not the best in slot, but something that just sort of matches the weapon, as well as a laser. For the optic, I decided to go with a holoscope just because I think it matches the gun and it looks cool. So lately I've been building weapons that kind of look awesome and functional more so than just going after best in slot. So as you can see, even with all the money that we just got from the last raid, I still didn't spend all of it on this weapon, and this thing is going to be an absolute beast.
Asshole. Oh, look at him, goddamn pussy!
This guy is so angry.
All this shit. Die, scab!
There's another one. Or not. Okay. He's gonna blow himself up. There goes my arm. Should probably close that door. Okay. So, I would love to take the commando, but unfortunately, we don't have any body armor at the moment. Dude, this thing is sweet. What are you talking about? Damn. Oh, the AI-2 is soaked. It must be raining outside. Oh. Cool. This sucks. Might get attacked by a player. I gotta heal though. Yeah, the body armor I'm using is class 3. Fine. Fine. This is terrible. Oh, whatever. No, I'm probably gonna try to get out of here, so... We actually leave through the one of the exits up here. Okay, this is better. And he's got an alpha. Yeah, I'm gonna go through vents. PS. Nasty. Okay. I mean, technically it's better. Solid 600k? Oof, that's a stretch. Nah, probably like... maybe just over 200k, I would say. Maybe a little bit under. Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't have been more wrong. I was able to actually sell everything in my inventory for just over 400,000 rubles. It was a massive raid, which has paid for my initial kit twofold now. Hey, he's still down there.
Okay.
Hold the phone. There's one in the basement. You can see his flashlight getting all weird. Okay. Not bad. Even though it's damaged, it's still an upgrade, I think. Yeah, server room, actually. He's in the server room. Man, that's the laggiest spot in the entire game, I swear. Oh. I see him. Oh. No, I'm good.
Enemy frag!
Well, that worked out quite well.
What's the matter? You scared?
A little bit. Okay, where's the other one?
Bad guy, there.
Don't. He's gonna throw a nade. He's gonna throw a nade. They always throw a nade after, like, they miss their shots, I find.
here.
Ah, shit.
What's the matter? You scared?
Yes, we've already been over this. Of course I am.
I see the enemy.
I don't see you, though. Shit. Shit pickles, bud.
Goddamn.
Why is there so many raiders? I feel like I've...
Sucker.
I don't understand. There's just so many of them.
Damn Ivans!
Okay. How we doing? This is crazy. There's still more. High mobility. Very stressful, chat. Very stressed. Okay. 10,000 single slot value on those nades. I want to take those. Now, I think I can breathe for a minute here.
I see him.
Uh-oh. No, you don't. Now that I've taken out all the raiders, it's time to get greedy and loot as much as I possibly can. Unfortunately, all these guys didn't have a bigger backpack, so I was only stuck with a MBSS until the very end of the raid, where the guy that I killed at the extraction point was wearing a bigger bag, but I wasn't able to properly utilize that simply because I didn't have enough time to grab the bag and then grab the gun at the same time. I messed it up and extracted from the raid, but I was able to make the most of this though. It's important to remember that we started with a kit that cost 200,000 rubles or less, and I am now wearing a Gen 4 Assault, a Striker, Comtax, fully modified M4 that I built myself, and a decent kit. Now, one argument you could make, and what I've been seeing, is you could just buy a Makarov with one magazine with SP7, shoot one raider in the head, loot him, and you'd be in a very similar spot. Or you could just buy a Mosin with 30 rounds and shoot somebody and steal their gear. Yes and yes, of course, those are really good ways of making money budget-wise, but I think it also increases the amount of risk significantly. If you use something like a Vepr Hunter, or a ADAR, an AK, an AK-101, you have the armor, you have the medical supplies, you are able to absorb some damage while being able to dish out enough to kill Class 5 players. If you miss that one Mosin blast, you're dead. If you run out of Makarov ammo, you're done. You can't take a shotgun blast. You can't take much rounds at all. Of course, if someone is using armor piercing, it will be able to go through Class 3, but in this specific scenario, going up against raiders, shotguns and MP5s are very common, so being able to wear that armor and being able to repair damage being applied to you will increase your survival rating in your games that you play, more so than just running a Mosin all the time. But of course, this is not a money-making guide. This is more about showing you rags to riches, what you can do if you use one of the efficient kits that I talk about in my last video. But anyways, guys, that's going to be it for me today. If you're new and you enjoyed the video, let me know what you think in the comment section below and consider subscribing. And also check out my live streams Monday through Saturday at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll catch you guys in the next one.